Hey guys, YouTuber 100 here. Alright, I figured that I would make this video to just talk about something regarding the, Disney, acquiring, Fox, because, yeah, as I'm sure that just about a lot of you know by this point, a couple of weeks ago, Disney announced their purchase of 21st Century Fox, which does consist of, a lot of, properties of Fox. And ever since that's happened, there's been a bunch of discussion about what Disney can do with all of these things that they have acquired from Fox, such as uh, FX and National Geographic, The Simpsons, and yeah, there's just been a ton of properties of Fox that now Disney has purchased, and now Disney really owns a lot of Fox's properties. And I figured that I would talk about a subject that really is probably one of the biggest topics of discussion about the uh, acquiring of Fox, Fox's properties from Disney, and that of course is the Marvel character rights that Fox had. Because which is consisting of X-Men, Fantastic Four, and Deadpool. And so yeah, of course, since of course Disney does own Marvel, that of course means that now Marvel has regained the rights to all of the properties that Fox had owned before. And so yeah, it seems like now that Marvel pretty much now has all of their characters back, because after they had gotten Spider-Man back from Sony in a way. Well, yeah, Sony and Marvel have now are sharing the rights of Spider-Man, but regardless, Spider-Man is back with Marvel, and now we have this with with Disney purchasing a lot of Fox properties. This consists of all of the Marvel characters that Fox had owned before, which like I said before, X-Men, Fantastic Four, and Deadpool, and so yeah, and of course this is the big subject on what will Marvel really now do with all the characters with X-Men, Deadpool, and Fantastic Four, and everyone else. Because yeah, this has just been a really big subject. People have really just talked about what Marvel can really do with them now, and yeah, will does this mean that the X-Men and Fantastic Four and Deadpool, does this mean all of them will actually really be added into the Marvel Cinematic Universe now, and they'll have they'll be introduced sometime in the MCU, and we'll see them all cross paths with the Avengers or something? Because that's probably what a lot of people really have been thinking of, and really the big speculation. And it is a possibility that could happen. I don't know, because there are actually already quite the number of characters that have already been introduced in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I mean, there's already a ton of characters already they have with Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk, Thor, Spider-Man, Black Panther, Hawkeye, Black Widow, Guardians of the Galaxy, Scarlet Witch, Ant-Man. So yeah, quite the number of characters already into the MCU. So yeah, with Avengers Infinity War coming up, with it being a real big movie with really consisting of pretty much everyone that's been introduced so far, they already have quite the number of characters. And like I've said before, I do have quite the concern about Avengers Infinity War, if it will be too overloaded with all the characters, and if we will be able to follow it okay. And yeah, with all the X-Men, and if they all, if the X-Men will be introduced, that'll be quite the number of more characters introduced, because all the X-Men characters they have, with of course Wolverine, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Rogue, Storm, Iceman, Magneto, Professor Xavier, Beast, yeah, just a ton of characters in the X-Men just alone. So that will actually be quite the number of characters, and if the X-Men would actually be introduced into the MCU cross paths with the Avengers, I don't know. I mean, that could be quite the number of characters already, because with my concerns already for Avengers Infinity War with all the characters characters that are said to be included in there. That's already quite the number of characters, and if like the X-Men would be introduced also, I think that would like be like very, very overloaded, and I'm not sure if like people could really actually keep up with all of that. And and of course like with the Fantastic Four being introduced, like of course like that's only four characters, so it wouldn't be like quite as much as the X Men. But if the X Men were to be introduced into the MCU and then Fantastic Four would eventually come along, it would like be a little more or that. So yeah, they're like if they were to introduce like all of these new characters that they acquired from Fox into the Marvel Cinematic Universe with the Avengers, I think that there could be like too much like of it could like kind of get like really overloaded with all the characters, and I'm not sure if like Marvel would really be able to pull it off with all the characters. I mean, with like with all these characters introduced, I don't know. I think that it could really get like really kind of complicated to follow if like we have to like follow with all these characters. So I'm not sure if like Marvel really would want to do that. But yeah, there are like other possibilities that they could do. Like, could Marvel like probably make like some like other like series with these characters like the Fantastic Four? Because yeah, of course like on Netflix there's a bunch of like Marvel programs to the characters. Like they have stuff for Daredevil, they have it for the Punisher, they have Agents of Shield. So yeah, if there were like series like that, could they possibly like do like series like that for some of these characters, like with Fantastic Four maybe? Because with there already like being four Fantastic movies already, and none of them really doing very good, especially like the newest one. Uh, could like Marvel probably like do kind of what they did with Daredevil? With the Daredevil movie, that really didn't do very well. Hill, and with the Netflix series, people really seem to love that. I mean, would that be a good way to really like redeem the Fantastic Four name and probably just give them like their own like series on Netflix, maybe just like with like Punisher and Daredevil and Agents of Shield and everyone else like that? Yeah, yeah. Could they possibly do something like that? I don't know. I mean, I think that there could be a possibility for that. I mean, we don't really know like what Marvel really has planned for them, but yeah, I'm sure like like with the Fantastic Four now being back with their actual studio, Marvel, I think that maybe Marvel will actually redeem the Fantastic Four or like big time with the whatever they plan to do with the Fantastic Four, because yeah, I mean Marvel really did make Spider-Man a lot better, and so yeah, they could do that with the Fantastic Four, and they could also do it very well with X-Men, because yeah, with Fox they really like haven't gotten X-Men like totally accurate. So I mean, if whatever Marvel does plan to do with the X-Men, I don't know, like they do plan to actually continue on with like Fox's is like X-Men series, like continue in the Fox universe of the X-Men, and maybe they will actually continue on with that. I don't know, because like I said before, with the way Logan ended, I really do think that that is the perfect way to really end like Fox's X-Men movies. And like I was saying before, I really think that Fox really should have like given the sold the properties back to Marvel, and now like that's happened with Marvel buying them. So yeah, I am glad that that has happened now, and so I really don't know like what Marvel will really plan to do with X-Men. I mean, will they continue on with like Fox's universe, or will they actually like totally reboot X-Men totally, and then have them like cross, like be added in with the Avengers and stuff? I really don't know, because of course, like there was a comic series with like and the Avengers and the X-Men, like a crossover comic. So yeah, I don't know if like maybe they'll actually want to do that in film and have like the Avengers and X-Men actually cross paths as in a crossover movie like that. I really don't know if they want to do that. I mean, it would be great to see, but yeah, I really don't know like what Marvel will really have planned for the X-Men. And I mean, of course, like I've been saying that I really do want to see like Wolverine in the classic costume. Really wanted to see Hugh Jackman do that, and we didn't get it. And yeah, now Hugh Jackman is really done with Wolverine. So yeah, that's gonna suck that we're not gonna have Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine. Regardless if he does wear the classic suit or not anymore with the Wolverine character. So yeah, it sucks that that's not gonna happen. But yeah, who knows like what Marvel will actually plan to do with the X Men? I really do think that maybe they will actually have like the X Men like in like the MCU, like with the films, and they will have them cross paths with the Avengers at some point. But yeah, who knows? That will probably be a while because I think that maybe like if Marvel does add the X-Men into the MCU, it may be like a little while before we do actually see them cross paths with any of the Avengers. I think they will want to actually like give the X-Men a proper introduction to the MCU before they actually do cross paths with the Avengers. And seeing how it is like a whole lot of characters with just the X-Men, they'll probably want to actually like balance it out a little bit before actually getting them with the Avengers and stuff. So yeah. And as far as Deadpool goes, um, yeah, with like Fox just got started with Deadpool with the first Deadpool movie. So yeah, from I would have to say that I think that probably like Marvel will actually continue on with from Fox's first Deadpool movie, and they will continue on with that series because I really don't think that people really would be happy with since Deadpool just got started in film if Marvel was to really just like reboot the franchise just immediately like that, especially like seeing how well the first Deadpool did. I really do think that maybe Marvel will actually continue on with that series rather than just like rebooting it. But who knows? I mean, since like this is a Disney corporation. I mean, I don't know. Like, will it still be like as brutal and gritty as it was before? Or I don't know if like that would really happen since this is a Disney studio. I really don't know if like Disney will really like go for that tone, but I mean, who knows? I mean, I guess it is a possibility, but I really don't know like what they will do. I mean, if they really will like tone down uh, violence and stuff and the brutality for Deadpool, well, since like it is like a Disney studio. I just really don't know what to expect with Deadpool. I mean, I really do think that they are going to continue with it, but I just don't know if like they're going to tone it down or not. So, yeah, I guess we're just going to have to wait and see what Marvel really will plan to do with all of these like characters they've now regained the rights to from Fox. So, yeah, that's just I guess we're just going to have to see what happens and what Marvel does plan to do with all these characters. So, yeah, only time will tell with what will happen with these characters. I think it may be a little while before we do actually see anything with them actually with Marvel since they just got them back. So yeah, it's probably going to be a while before we actually do see any of this stuff. So yeah, I guess we'll just have plenty of time to think it over, and you know, so will Marvel, and I guess they'll figure something out with it. So yeah, that's my consensus on it. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on this and what you think like Marvel will actually do with all of these characters. And yeah, let me know what you think could be possibilities with all these characters. So yeah, that's just really like what I have to say about it. Let me know what you think about it. Alright, so yeah, that really does it for this video. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.